We won. But the most important part of that sentence is the word we. Who are we? Because today is not just a victory for gay and lesbian people in this country. It was a victory for love. And it was a victory for all Americans who believe in and value love. Today was also a victory for family and every single American in this country who values family. Today's decision, it sent a message of hope to the young gay and lesbian people out there in California and beyond. It sends a message that regardless of who they are and how God made them, they are due respect by this country, and that their love will soon be protected equally under the law. You know, the day that Harvey Milk won his election here about 30 years ago, right here in California, he gave a speech and he said that there were two new options for gay and lesbian people. A people who for far too long have suffered under inequality, who have suffered harassment and violence at the hands of their own countrymen, and sometimes suffered under their own rules of their own government. And he said his people could do two things. They could come to California, or they could fight. Well, today, gay and lesbian young people out there in search of safety and in search of hope, they have many, many more options. They can go to New York, they can go to Iowa or New Hampshire, or they can even come back home today to California. But I'm here tonight to also tell you that we must stay in San Antonio, we must stay in Richmond, and we must stay in Little Rock, and we must fight. Because we know we cannot leave any of our brothers and sisters or our neighbors or our co-workers behind. They must know this feeling of freedom that we are feeling here tonight in all 50 states. Because we know in our hearts that our love is true, and we know that our families deserve respect and protection. They deserve the respect and protection of this great country. And today, our courts thankfully affirmed that great truth. And we at the American Foundation for Equal Rights, we know that we must follow in the tradition of every great civil rights fight in this country's history. And we must continue to fight for equality on the federal level. And why? Because it is so important that in our lifetimes, all Americans, gay or straight, Democrat or Republican, black or brown or white, witness that day when people from Philadelphia to Salt Lake City, from Wichita to Detroit, can freely love the person they choose in a nation where our families will be valued and protected and loved in return. So please celebrate our great country tonight, because it is great, and celebrate this victory, and let it lift our spirits and give us the strength to continue this great work. Thank you very, very much.
Why couldn't you write something for me to say? I represent part of the gay adjacent community. You know, people have asked me, why take on this fight? Being of the heterosexual persuasion, my wife, Michelle, where's Michelle? Where are you, honey? Where are you? There you are. That's my wife, Michelle Reiner.